the Marab Show. This is Marcella Robinson, and I am your host. Today's guest is Gwen Saunders. She is the CEO and founder of Citril Starz. Now, Gwen, what is Citril Starz? I'm sure that our audience would love to know what your organization is all about.
Yes, thank you for inviting me here today. Citril Starz is a nonprofit organization which was founded in approximately January of 2014. And I came up with the name because I wanted something that developed or surrounded of what I'm doing, which I named it after the Citril finch bird, which means harmony. And these birds can be found in Africa, and they also can be found in Europe. So
okay, so that was going to be my next question. What made you decide to name it Citril Starz? And you said it's because of these birds that, or you attracted to these birds, or what caused you to name them after these birds?
Well, actually, everything that I thought of, that I could think of, was taken. So I wanted this to come up with a name, something that what I'm doing, and surround the name around the entertainment and things, theater, dance, the arts. So my program basically focused on the arts. So when I came up with the name behind, I said, oh, Citril finch. Citril finch means harmony. So that has to do with what I'm doing, basically. It identifies with what I'm doing.
And you said it's surrounded
with harmony. It means harmony. The actual bird means, the name of the bird means harmony.
So what prompted you to start this organization of Citril Starz?
Well, I wanted something that I could develop or start in a mentorship program. So the mentorship program has to do with people who are already engaged in performing, like as far as dance, playing a musical instrument, theater, design, media, arts design, and so forth. So I wanted something that where I can attract and have a mentorship program in the empire.
And this is for children only, or anyone can join this?
Mainly for children from ages 8 to 18, but I would also like to have young adults. If they're interested.
You had mentioned that you wanted to do this for disadvantaged children. What do you mean by disadvantaged children?
Disadvantaged children, meaning the children that don't have the financial or the resources. I have connections with certain artists and so forth, that what I'm trying to get them to do is come out, mentor the kids in our community and so forth, and help them out, people that can't financially maybe be able to support themselves or be in a program such as this.
And you said artists, like famous
professional
people,
artists that are already famous artists that would come out, people who are in theater, people who perform, such as musical instruments. They've already, traveling around the world and so forth. So these are people who I'm interested in.
People like who are passionate about.
Yes, passionate about this.
These same programs for children.
Yes,
just like
that they're passionate, that they want to help train, and we need more youth into these programs where they can perform, strengthen their own personal needs, which to help, give back to our community. This helps keep the kids, motivated, strive for, better, to better improve their academics in school, so everything surrounded with the arts.
They're like special types of. These are not necessarily for like special needs children, right? Is it for more advanced children or children of certain levels? Or?
I would say any kids that will want to come in and they are serious about performing, like dance. If they want to play a musical instrument, some of the kids may be special needs. That's fine. If they're special needs, they can, if they know how to learn how to play a musical instrument, they can read, write. These are the kids that I'm looking for. I'm looking for kids who are serious, who want to be in the arts, first of all, who maybe want to make a career out of the arts. And this is what they enjoy doing, playing a musical instrument. It may be theater, acting. everything that has to do with the arts.
So you'll be bringing in like professional people that are experts in certain fields, certain areas, to
Absolutely.
work with these children.
Right, who would like to give back to the community,
Yeah.
so forth.
Do these children have to have special talents, or are they learning these from scratch, or they just need to have
Yes,
the
some
desire
of them
to
some
learn?
of them could have special talents. Some of them may already have talent. Maybe they know how to sing. They may know how to dance. They may know how to perform. Maybe they, little small skits, short plays. They
You're
may
not
have to.
teaching them to do these things. You are just enhancing their talent.
Pretty much
or-
enhancing. Some may be taught if they're willing to be taught, maybe to hone their skills. That's what I call it. Maybe sharpen their skills. They may already have some exposure. We're not closed to any one type of ethnicity. Kids, we're looking for all kids, ages, like I said, from 8 to 18. I may even add on later on young adults up to maybe 24 years of age. But right now it's from 8 to 18.
Now, you said 8, because there are some kids maybe say a little younger, say 6, 7, and may
If they're
be
interested,
in.
if they have a good interest, a strong interest, and they convince their parents that, hey, mom, dad, this is something I would like to do. Can I be a part of Citril Starz? Sure, will be willing to take them on. If they can, like I said, if they can read, kids who can basically read, because they may have a script. We may provide them a script to read or so forth. They want to perform.
I was going to ask you that if you're going to audition them or interview them first to make sure that.
Yes, absolutely. I want to interview them, get their take on what would they like to do, what is their dream of doing. This is something that
there may be children who are not skilled, but children just love to dance. They love to be in show business. They love to sing, even if they are not professionally skilled. Would you consider those children?
Yes.
Train them, work with them?
Yes, if they are willing to work with me, and the people who I bring in to help mentor them, speak with them, help train them, yes, I will be definitely willing to work with them.
Now,
yes.
there are some children who may have certain minor disabilities, developmental disabilities. There are even adults who, let's say they're in their 40s, but they have the mentality of a 14-year-old. But they don't fit into adult groups, these professions and these skills where they're only adults their age for. Would you consider these adults who may have the mind of a, say, 13, 14-year-old, but they want to perform? There are programs that are set out to mentor or to train adults with disabilities.
If these young adults want to be a part of the program and represent Citril Starz, yes, I will be willing to work with them, bring them in, because everybody brings something to the table.
That's true.
So I don't want to turn down anyone. If they are willing to, we never know. They may be, hey, that Citril Starz or that person of the year. See,
True,
my first event that I gave last year, I was giving out awards to people who were already out there. They had great talent and so forth. There was people who were performing. The singer that I had, Latrice Lawrence, the other gentleman who I gave a Humanitation Award, Humanian.
Yes, I did attend one of your events
Yes.
A few months ago, and there were talented people there, and it was very impressive, to let you know that.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
I believe that with a program like this, you probably attract people who are willing to help these kids, willing to participate. And let's say there are adults who are willing to help with these children. I know you mentioned that you're looking for, like people, maybe famous artists and so forth. What if there are people who are not famous, adults, who are willing to volunteer to help out? You know, because there are many people who are unknown, but they're talented and they're good music teachers.
They don't have to be
Art
famous. Yeah, we have
teachers.
some art teachers that are willing to come out and help to
Yeah.
assist with these children. I would be willing to. We have a space, and I'm looking for somewhere currently right now that where I can have a forum to put on every year for this event.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
teachers,
Now, yeah.
any musical instruments, if they teach musical instruments, I will be
They're
willing to
willing to.
talk with them, have them to come out, get with
Yeah.
these kids, and do an audition also.
Yeah, because
So later on,
sometimes it's easier to find some adults who are willing, and they might be just as passionate as you are about these programs and these children. Yeah, some people who are retired, you know, they are willing to volunteer their time, and they may
they
have
will be
been
absolutely welcome.
retired
Yes,
teachers, retired professors, but they're talented. They may have taught music at school, you know, drama.
right. And we have some
they
retired
time.
high school teachers,
Yeah,
instructors, and so forth. If they're willing to participate, I would love to have them.
Good.
Because these are where many of the kids come out of their classes, the programs where they've
Yeah.
taught in junior high, middle school, high school. Kids have professed and they went on to make a career. So these are kids that we're looking for that are serious, who would like to
Yeah.
make a career.
and if, yeah, these children, yeah, they would grow with your program, and if these retired adults, for example, want to volunteer their time to come out and help with the program, you know, that's a plus. You would like to have now these children. Is there a fee for these kids when they come to your program? Do they have to pay something?
Later on, yes, there will be a small fee. I don't know what the fee would be, but it will be a small fee because that helps keeps going the material that we may need or help provide for our students.
Yeah, because this is a non-profit organization, and you know, every little help to
Yes.
enhance the business, and you know, there are costs with these non-profit organizations. So you know, it would
Right, you
be
need
nice if-
materials and so forth.
Yeah, you
and some of
have
the
to-
costs will go toward helping getting whatever we need for the students. Like I said, as far as instruments, there's other things that they may need and so forth. So we want to help provide as much as we can for the students that are, you know, at a financial need or so forth.
What are your ultimate goals for this program, in the future goals? What do you see in the future for these kids and your program?
What I see for them, I want to have a platform where they have an audience. There's always an audience out there for these students, for these young entrepreneurs. That's what I would call them. So just like I became an entrepreneur, I want them to also look ahead, and I want to build a platform for them where they can receive an awards and have them to perform before live audiences.
Yeah.
And this is giving them recognition.
Yeah, because you know there are, like I said earlier, very talented kids who were never discovered. They are not known. You don't see them on TV. You don't see them on anything, you know, and they want to be heard. They want to be seen. It's nice to give them a platform where they can show their talents, express themselves through singing, and that's a good idea that you are planning. You know, you want that platform for these kids to show off, in a sense, show off their talents, and you know, and they themselves might be able, when they become adults, continue the program, teach the same program to unfortunate kids, disadvantaged, like you said, children who need this type of program. Now, we just spoke about your long-term goals. What's your short-term goal? Like, do you have anything, upcoming event, something planned?
Yes, I do. I have an upcoming event coming up in November. The first weekend of November, Saturday. That's what I'm planning to do. I want to do, this will be my second awards show, by the way. The last one that I gave, the first one, as you know, that I started last year, that was given in October. And there was a few people who I awarded for their humanitarian awards. That was a couple of awards. I couldn't get that out at first, but humanitarian awards that I gave. Also for...
These awards, are they to the kids in the group or to adults who helped you? How do
There
you
will
pick
be,
these awards?
actually these awards will be for both, but last year, since I only had adults performing and giving them recognition, that was my kickstart off for my program, by the way. So I awarded them accordingly to their acts, their rewards, them giving back to the community. And one of the gentlemen, of course, he was a saxophonist. I awarded him like best saxophonist because he was on the charts, and I believe at top on the charts in the jazz.
Wow.
So this was Mr. Eric Darius,
Yeah.
fine young man. He's still coming up, and he performed there. Like I said, Latrice Lawrence was another young lady. She sang.
Yeah.
So these are different people, different aspects, different parts of the arts that I want to expose and also bring in youth, young people, so they can get that same exposure and award them accordingly.
So these children also would, like you said, one of your ultimate goals is to have a platform for these children. They might be rewarded for their talents or receive award depending on, is it like a competition? So you're going to have like competitions for these children?
I may also have that too, yes. Have a competition award, have some judges of course, to award them. It won't be, I will bow out, I won't be the judge, but I will probably have some judges there, a panel.
This event that you're having, you said in November of this year?
Yes.
Is it going to include what? Children would be participating also?
If I have some auditions and the kids would like to perform, it's going to be based on what area of expertise that they would like to perform. Yes, and I would like to have some kids on stage, have them perform before a live audience, and award them accordingly, like with one of our Citril Starz awards. And later on, I would also possibly start giving scholarships.
Wow.
To some of the students also.
Now this is going to be in November.
This will be in November.
So these are children that you would currently have as students or working with, or students that will just come in to audition just for this specific, they can just walk in and audition. You're going to advertise, or
Right now, I plan on advertising. I don't have a place right now that I can call my own, or a studio. So what I'm going to do is advertise and maybe have another place temporarily where I can audition, have the kids to come in, perform on a weekend, for me. And if they're really, really good, and I think that, this is something that they can really draw in an audience, a live audience, where we'll go forward and I will have them perform.
Now you just said that you don't have a place right now and so forth. How can others help you? If someone is viewing this show today and they want to help in any way, how can they help you?
If they have a building where they would like to allow us, that we can, use the time and
a
space and so forth, yes, and donate that time, yes, and I'll let them know in advance where I plan to have auditions.
This is a non-profit organization, so
right.
It's not that you have money to pay for space, a large space, or you don't have.
Absolutely, no, we don't have a lot of money or can't rent right now. But however, the past awards thing that I gave, I funded that, but. Right now, I don't have the money to have my own place.
Sometimes there are, say, churches that may have a large facility, an empty hall that they don't use all the time, or there might be schools, there might be warehouse places.
I would love to, yeah. If the school or church, if they want to allow us to, use that facility for free at that time and donate, so we can have the kids to come in, you know, parents bring them in and have them to audition, that would be great.
And some places, you know, you might give them some recognition, you know, to let everyone know, well, this company, this place may have donated their space to you. They were helpful in helping you to promote this organization. You know, so it's a good idea if there are people out there with empty spaces. Sometimes people have a lot of vacancies in their building or
Yeah,
church,
they have.
and they're not using it.
Absolutely.
So why not donate it, you know, in a sense, or lend it or rent? You know, well, I wouldn't say rent because, you know, unless they want to rent it for, you know, a stipend, you know, a small amount, but it will be better for your organization if they just allow you to use a space for good cause, because it's not to party or have
if it's not being rented or being used, I don't see why not. Yeah,
Right,
I would
yeah.
love to. If it's not being rented or some place that is not being used, we could absolutely have these kids to come in. Like I said, have their parents with them. I'll have them to probably fill out, start with an application form and so forth, so we'll know who they are. We'll be able to keep up with who is who, what category that they want to perform under. Also, we're looking for visual arts too. There may be some young students who are good, well diverse in photography, pottery, whatever it may be, and show their talents by that way.
And this is for that show, or this is in general?
This is
For-
in general,
in general.
but the show is actually going to be for students who would like to perform, who want to like play a musical instrument, they know how to dance, they may know how to sing. We're looking for students in all areas of talent. If they know how to sing, it may be in the form of jazz, opera, R&B, rhythm and blues. They know how to rap and so forth. So, you know, I'm looking for a little bit of everything.
Good. So it sounds like a winning program you have for children who are, using your words, disadvantaged, where you are able to help them. These are future adults, so it's good to have a platform for these kids. Let's say someone wants to contact you. How may they do that? How can someone contact you if they want to reach you?
They can contact me by email, citrilstarz@gmail.com, and I can spell that for you. It's CITRILSTARZ@gmail.com. They can also,
Stars.
citrilstars@gmail.com. That's our email
And
email
if they wanna
address.
call you.
They can also call me at a toll-free number. It's 877-540-7752.
And we're going to show this information of where they can contact you, you know, on screen. We're going to have your event listed, your
Yes.
information listed on screen. However, we've come to the end of the show. I want to
Okay.
thank you.
Thank
I
you.
want to thank Gwen Saunders, CEO of Citril Starz. I'd like to thank my guests at home. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of this audience. If you are interested in contacting Gwen Saunders, the information is listed on our screen. Thanks again, and may God bless you.